Hi, I'm Tutor Frank. Welcome to today's class. Now today we'll be looking at combination. Now don't forget we looked at permutation last week and I said permutation has to do with arrangement that is orderly and ordered arrangement. But today we'll be looking at combination. Now combination has to do with selecting an item from a group without paying attention to the order. So like permutation, where we pay attention to the order, okay, that means A is to come first, B is to come second, C is to come third. In combination, we are not paying attention to the order. So we are simply selecting an item from a group where order is not necessary. Alright? Now, so I said here, combinations are a way of selecting items from a larger group where the order does not matter. So take for instance, you can have 10 students in the class, and I can say we are to select 3 students out of that 10 in no particular order. So when I give you a task like that, that is combination. So selecting from a group in no particular what? Order. Now look at this. I said the number of combinations is calculated using the formula. And just like we gave a formula for calculating permutation, we also have a formula in mathematics for calculating combination. Now look at this. CNR is equal to n factorial all over r factorial n minus 1 r factorial. Now what do we mean by this? Where n is the total number of items and r is the number of items to choose. So if I'm to choose or to select arrow items from n in no particular order, that means n combination arrow, the answer becomes n factorial all over arrow factorial, then in bracket n minus arrow factorial. Alright? So we're going to take one example for this class and we'll continue from here in our next class. Now look at this example. A teacher wants to choose 3 students from a class of 5. Wants to choose, and how to choose is what? Select. Select 3 from 5. So I'm picking 3 from the group 5 to form a team. Now, how many different teams of 3 students can be formed? Now, this is a combination question because we are choosing 3 out of the group 5 and then we are not told that we're not given the order of arrangement in no particular order. So this becomes 5 combination 3. Okay? 5 combination 3. Now, of course, our n now, that is the total number of items becomes 5, and our arrow, that is the number of items to choose, becomes what? 3. So now, following the formula, we have n factorial. Remember our n is 5 now. So 5 factorial all over what? Arrow factorial. What is arrow? 3. 3 factorial. Then open bracket n minus arrow. What is n minus arrow? 5 minus 3. And that gives us what? 2. So this is 2 factorial. So what is 5 factorial? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Remember I said factorial simply means multiplying that number with whole numbers less than that number until you get to 1. So from 5, less than 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over 3 factorial. What is 3 factorial? 3 times 2 times 1 times 2 factorial. What is 2 factorial? 2 times 1. So we have this, we discover that this takes care of this, this takes care of this, this takes care of this. Okay? 2 here, 1, 2, 2, 4 gives me 2. So my final answer becomes what? 5 times 2. That gives us what? 10. So therefore means that the teacher wants to choose 3 students from a class of 5 to form a team in no particular order. The number of ways that teacher can do that is equal to 10 ways. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.